Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Still seeing some clouds out there this morning, but we have seen those low clouds and misty conditions clear out of the area. Expecting some partly cloudy skies and warmer conditions as we go through the morning hours, and then we'll see some active weather moving into the area as we go into the late afternoon and evening. If we look at the current surface analysis, we have a boundary and surface low off to the northwest that's being supported by an upper level trough, and that will be diving into the area as we go into the late afternoon hour, bringing us a chance of some showers and storms out ahead of that boundary. Then behind that, we'll see some pleasant and seasonable conditions move into the area for the weekend. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have some southerly winds near the surface, slowly becoming west-southwesterly as we get up into the mid and upper levels, seeing our peak wind of 34 knots at 16,000 feet, and our freezing level is at 12,000 feet. Take a look at the current visible satellite as well as the composite radar. Here we could see some of that shower and thunderstorm activity well off to the northwest. Again, that will be dropping down into the area. Here locally, we're seeing some additional mid-level clouds starting to build into the region and into the Wallops area. Otherwise, a slight breeze out of the south over the local area at the moment. Looking at short-term high-res models, see how things play out as we go through the day today. Again, expecting partly cloudy conditions to continue until we get into the afternoon. And as we get into the afternoon, particularly past the 13 local time frame, we have a chance of seeing maybe a few isolated showers or storms popping up out of the head of the main line. That could potentially help reduce the chance for some stronger storms, as we do have that risk of some severe weather. This evening, the Storm Prediction Center has us under a slight risk for severe weather this evening, with the main threat being the stronger wind gust and possibly some isolated hail. But if we see any showers or storms out ahead of the main line, that could help reduce that severe threat. But otherwise, the bulk of the activity will start to push through the area as we get towards the 1600 local time frame and continue as we go into the evening hours. And then as we approach the 20 local time frame, we'll see most of the activity off the coast, with possibly a few lingering showers or storms around. And then as we pass the midnight time period, we'll see most of the activity as well out of the area. We'll start to see some breaks in the clouds, but we'll have a chance of seeing some low clouds and mist around for the morning hours tomorrow, with that wet ground and the temperatures cooling down a bit. As we go through the day tomorrow, expecting nice and seasonable conditions. Some indications of very slight chance of maybe an isolated sprinkle that will likely be north of the local area, but as we see a few clouds push through, but overall partly cloudy to mostly sunny and dry conditions with seasonable temperatures. Looking at the longer term forecast, as we go through the rest of the weekend, expecting continued nice conditions, and then going into next week, we start off with nice conditions and have seen quite a shift in the modeling as we go through the rest of next week, with much of the disturbed weather staying south of the area as an upper level trough dives down into the southeast and then looks to cut off as an upper level low and meander around over the southeast, keeping most of the disturbed weather in that region, with high pressure building in from the northeast over the local area, keeping things mainly dry with just a few slight chances of afternoon shower or storm as we get into the day on late Wednesday and possibly on Thursday as well. But overall, we'll see some onshore breeze with cooler temperatures as we go through the week, and things looking a lot better than what they have previously. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk for today will be an active weather day. As we get into the afternoon hours, we pick up that orange risk for precip and lightning, as well as a yellow risk for winds, with the potential of any of those stronger storms producing some stronger wind gusts. Again, we'll pick up our chance after 1500 local, about a 30% chance of a shower or storm, but the better chance comes after the 15 to 1600 local time frame, where we'll have a 70% chance of seeing some showers and storms in the area. And as we go into the evening hours, we pick up that risk for some reduced ceilings and visibilities, and then past the 20 local time frame, we drop down to a yellow risk for precip lightning, but we keep that chance of reduced ceilings and visibilities as we go through the morning hours on Saturday, with that chance of some low clouds and misty or foggy conditions before we get into sunrise on Saturday. Seeing a high today around 81 degrees. We'll see those winds out of the south 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots, and then could see some stronger gusts again with those storms as they push through. As we get to the morning hours tomorrow, we'll see our low around 63 degrees, and we'll see winds out of the northwest becoming a little gusty as we start the day on Saturday. Tides running slightly above normal. And as we look at the weekend forecast, we can see we have green conditions for our weather risk as we go through the weekend, expecting partly cloudy. That very slight chance of an isolated sprinkle for our Saturday, but overall just a slightly breezy day, but expecting winds to stay below that wind advisory criteria. We'll see seasonable temperatures with a high around 80 degrees, and then going into Saturday evening, mostly clear and seasonable with a low around 62. And Sunday looks to be mostly sunny and seasonable with a high once again around 80 degrees. If we look at the extended forecast, Monday and Tuesday look dry with temperatures in the upper 70s and low temperatures in the mid 60s. We'll see partly to mostly cloudy conditions as we go from Monday into Tuesday. And as we go into Wednesday, just a 20% chance for maybe an afternoon shower for our afternoon Wednesday and Thursday. Otherwise, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy conditions with temperatures continuing in the mid to upper 70s and those low temperatures in the mid 60s. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again on Monday at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.